Financial independence by 40 sounds like a fantasy. It's not. It's a math problem with a known solution. You need to save 50% of your income and invest it in index funds. That's it. The math says you'll be financially free in 17 years, meaning if you start at 23, you're done by 40. This video is the complete roadmap, step by step, with the exact numbers at each stage. The 4% rule says you need 25 times your annual expenses to retire. If you save 50% of your income, you live on 50%. To replace 50% of your income with 4% withdrawals, you need 12.5 times your income. 0.50.04 equals 12.5. At a 7% real return, saving 50% of a $60,000 income, $30,000 year, reaches $430,000 in about 10 years, enough to cover your $30,000 year expenses at a 7% withdrawal rate. At the safer 4% rate, you need 17 years to reach $750,000. The formula: savings rate years to FI 10% savings rate equals 51 years, 25% equals 32 years, 50% equals 17 years, 65% equals 10 years, 75% equals 7 years. The savings rate is the single most powerful number in personal finance. Not your income, not your investments, your savings rate. A person making $40,000 who saves 50% will retire faster than a person making $200,000 who saves 10%. Goal: build the base. Save 30 to 40% of income. Step 1. Max out employer 401k. Match. This is free money. 50 to 100% instant return. If your employer matches 50% up to 6%, contribute 6%. That's a 50% return before any market gains. Step 2. Max out Roth IRA $7,000 year. Invest in VTI or VU. This grows tax-free for 40 plus years. At 7% returns, $7,000 year becomes $1.4 million by age 65. Step 3. Build a 6-month emergency fund. Keep it in a 4% plus HISA. This prevents you from selling investments during crashes or going into debt during emergencies. Step 4. Eliminate all high-interest debt, credit cards, personal loans, payday loans. Pay minimums on everything and throw every extra dollar at the highest interest rate first. Step 5. Start a side income stream. Even $500 a month extra invested at 7% becomes $400,000 in 20 years. The earlier you build extra income, the more time it has to compound. By 27, you should have $50,000 to $100,000 invested, 0 high interest debt, 6 months expenses saved, and a savings rate of 30 to 40%. Goal: push savings rate to 50%. Let compounding take over. Step 1. Max out 401k, $23,000 limit in 2026. The tax savings alone are worth $5,000 to $7,000 per year, plus employer match. This account should hold $20,000 to $30,000/year in contributions. Step 2. Max out Roth IRA and HSA. HSA is the most tax-advantaged account in existence. Triple tax-free. Contribute the family max, $4,150 individual, $8,300 family, and invest it instead of spending it on current medical expenses. Step 3. Invest in a taxable brokerage. Once tax-advantaged accounts are maxed, every extra dollar goes here. Same index funds, VTI, VU. This is your early retirement fund, accessible before 59.5 without penalties. Step 4. Increase income aggressively. This is the phase where promotions, job changes, and side hustles matter most. Every $10,000 increase in income, if you save 50% of it, adds $5,000 year to investments, $100,000 plus over a decade. Step 5. Optimize housing. Housing is your biggest expense. If you can keep it at 25% of gross income, your 50% savings rate becomes much easier. House hacking. Buying a multi-unit property and renting out the other units can reduce housing to near zero. By 33, you should have $300,000 to $500,000 invested, a 50% savings rate, multiple income streams, and 7-10 years of compound growth already working. Goal: let compounding do the heavy lifting. Reduce effort. At this point, your portfolio is large enough that annual contributions matter less than market growth. A $400,000 portfolio at 7% grows by $28,000 year without you adding a dollar. Your $30,000 in annual contributions boosted to $58,000 year total growth. Step 1. Maintain 50% savings rate but stop obsessing. The system is running. Don't tweak it constantly. Step 2. Consider a sabbatical or career shift. With $400,000 plus invested, you have enough to take 6-12 months off without touching investments. This freedom is the preview of FI. Step 3. Build passive income streams. Dividends from your portfolio start generating meaningful cash. $8,000 to $15,000/year on $400,000. This can cover basic expenses in low-cost areas. Step 4. Plan the transition. Calculate your FI number. Annual expenses x 25. Track progress quarterly. When you hit 80% of your number, start planning your exit. Part-time work, consulting, or full retirement. Here's what the numbers look like at each age. Saving 50% of a $60,000 income. $30,000 year invested at 7%. Age 25. $0 starting. $30,000 invested first year age 27. $65,000 age 30. $125,000 age 33. $215,000 age 35. $290,000. Portfolio now grows more than your annual contribution age 37. $365,000 age 40. $480,000. At 4% withdrawal equals $19,200 year, covering 64% of expenses with Social Security at 62, adding $15,000 to $25,000/year. You're fully financially independent at 40 on a $60,000 salary. Not rich, but free. If you increase income to $100,000 and still save 50%, $50,000 year, age 40, $800,000. At 4% equals $32,000 year. Fully covering expenses FI by 40 isn't about getting rich. It's about buying back your time. You trade 17 years of disciplined saving for 40 plus years of freedom. The math works. The system is simple. The execution is hard. But the roadmap is right here. Subscribe for weekly finance breakdowns. No fluff. Just things that work.